stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know when it goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Lewis to throw. That's caught. It's Miller. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Buffaloes are on the move. To keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. It's Miller. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Lewis wants to pass, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just...
Intercepted in the first drive into the pit. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, make it a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Utes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lewis to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Powers forward. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to barge in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But
touchdown, Colorado! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Thomas looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Glover.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the game.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Lewis wants to pass. Got a man, it's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Thomas back to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for space. It's Turner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The Utes will punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense getting set for first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Everything's bounced. Wiggling and rolling, and he's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Utah. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back in the Buffalo Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bat isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Glover. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Thrust that arm out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Thomas looking to fire. With the catch, it's Bray. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Thomas back to pass. Big fella moving. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hayden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Thomas looking to fire. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go into the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Lewis wants to pass. Right on the money.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you've got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing?
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffs.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. We'll keep you up to speed if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now improvising. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Thomas back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive firing. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. It's not there.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Lewis to throw. Snags it over the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. This big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Thomas looking to fire. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They move on top here in the 4th.
That is complementary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Lewis wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Gain of 20. First down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. sneaking.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the game.
Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.